Welcome to Yes Offense. Trigger warning, disclaimer, whatever you want to call it. This podcast will feature graphic language about sex, race, violence, and anything else that might make people uncomfortable. However, this is a comedy podcast, and everything and anything talked about on it should be viewed as an attempt at humor. Like, if you hear anything on this podcast you don't agree with or like, please just turn it off. No one on here is a politician or actually affecting the way you live. So if you genuinely have a problem with anything said on here, redirect your energy at a real issue going on in the real world. Now let's get into the show.
The beginning of it doesn't feel like a psychedelic. Yeah. The beginning of it doesn't feel psychedelic, but then you're like, dude, this girl literally had like, her head was like stretched up to here, and she had like 6 or 8 eyes.
Ooh.
God, insane. Are we going?
Yeah, that's a Lovecraftian being right there, dude.
Yeah, I did. I did so much ketamine at this rave one time, and I was like, I looked at homosexuality didn't exist for a second. I was literally looking at 2 gay guys, and I was like, these are just shapes colliding. There's no such thing as sexual orientation.
We're all just shapes colliding, man.
Yeah, which is, yeah.
Well, geometry is
Snow Patrol was playing in the back. Is that Snow Patrol? They do that song?
If I lay here.
No, that's no. Who does Collide? Who does Collide? Even the best fall down sometimes.
Oh, that's such a good song.
I know. Who does that one?
That's like a slow fucking.
It's not Snow Patrol though.
I don't want to. Oh, that's a different song.
They're in the same league as Snow Patrol. Whoever I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, my mom used to listen to Snow Patrol. That's just garbage, dumb mom.
Yeah,
music.
that's like you wish you could be Coldplay, but you'll never be them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yellow Card.
Yeah, that's
Well,
they
that's
wish
a
they
little different.
They wish they could be Good Charlotte, and they kind of got sort of halfway there. But
Why would you
Yeah.
wish to be Good Charlotte?
yeah, that's such a good. No,
crazy.
we're like Blink
I wish it
182.
was-
They tried to be Blink 182, and they'll never be
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
They'll
yeah.
never be them.
Yeah, I think Blink-182 is the top of like
The emo,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
not
though.
emo or what?
Pop punk.
Pop punk.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Which is annoying because punk people be like, this isn't real punk. I'm like, it's just better. It's just more highly produced punk. It's the same like general thing. Like Green Day and like an actual punk band are like almost the same thing. Just one of them has better like production quality. I don't know.
If you talk to punks, dude, they don't know what the fuck's
Oh, well, this
going
guy,
on.
yeah. If somebody heard this in punk, they would like stab my first kid.
Like, you fucking, it's not good unless your fucking glass is flying through the air.
I think punk and funk are like the same. It's just like like it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just like
It's more an attitude,
idea.
man.
I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
funk is
exactly.
less violent, though. People
well,
aren't
yeah.
like,
I
"You
mean,
fucking-"
just like this thing of like.
They're
It's
like,
a lifestyle.
yeah,
man.
but they're not like,
funk will consume you. You will feel
That is true.
funk when
Yeah.
it creeps into your
yeah.
psyche.
And if you a sucker ass fool, they do. Yeah, you're right. It does get violent. Yeah. If you don't jive with this, you could get the hell out. 'Cause we'll kill you in the parking lot.
An aggressive fuck DJ. Yo, if your bitch ass gonna come here and you ain't gonna fuck with us. Like, what? I thought we were just going to a nice night of.
These blacks.
What good timing that
That's
was.
the crux of that.
That's the old Woman Sopranos, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's my bae, dude.
Yeah, I would love to just start purposely, like telling, I don't know, just pissing off music people for no reason. That
Oh,
sounds very
yeah.
fun. To just tell them the opposite. It'd be like, no. Good Charlotte is heavy metal. Or something like that.
Yeah.
Just watch people just fume. What I'll do with one of my friends, Dan Carney, if like
Funny guy.
I probably shouldn't have said his name for this, but anyways, if somebody comes up that he doesn't like, I'll purposely just send them reels of him like six months later, and I'll be like, but he'll subtly be like, I'm not a fan of this person, and then 6 months later, and it's not usually people in the scene, it's just like a random person on like Instagram or whatever. I'm totally lying, but I'll send him specifically a reel of that person, but he'll subtly mention, he'll be like, yeah, that guy kind of sucks, and then like 6 months later, I'll be like, have you seen this guy's videos?
I do the opposite. I do what you do, but I'm very blunt about it because I'll do it to you. I send things. I just don't even see what the person does. I'll just send it to him, and he'll be like, "That one wasn't that bad."
Yeah, even just send me some like average reel. I'm like, okay, this is fine. Why
you
is this
do-
remarkable?
And then Chris Warren, shout out Chris Warren. There's a specific comedian.
Oh, I know him, Connecticut guy, right?
Yeah.
Really funny.
There's a very specific. I won't again, not gonna. I actually won't name names, but it's someone who used to post things of like, live your best life and do this. And any time they post it, I would send it to Chris, and he'd be like, "You need to stop." He's like, "I've already blocked this." He's like, "I've muted this person for this reason."
And now you're sending it.
And you're sending me their nonsense. That is great.
My favorite is Eli Haba did the funniest shit. There was a comic who would post like shirtless ab pictures, and Eli Haba would just story them. He would just story them. So he would like you know you share some of his real, it'd be him sharing another shirtless guy. It's so funny. Yeah.
That's funny, dude. Anyway, guys, yes, offense. We're back, baby.
By the way, I will say this: any guy with better body than me, gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
If you have
fact, dude.
abs, you're gay. If your
Yeah.
arms are stronger than mine, you do steroids.
Yeah, dude.
I
If
don't-
you go to the gym, I think you're kind of gay, dude.
You know, dude, I've said this. So I didn't go to the gym for a decade, and I'm becoming gay or going there because I used to always be like, because my brother was in a fraternity in college, and so like he went to Georgia, so it's all just like fat dudes, fucking hot chicks there, and like super like when you go to like
Yeah,
southern
brother.
schools, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like the hottest guy, some guy who like dips and is like
Yep.
farting on a plane.
Nice truck.
And they're like, oh,
he's got guns. That's
Yeah.
why too.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I'll kill a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Step
yeah.
near me.
Yeah, they're like,
I
guns.
can't fight that good, but
yeah. No, they love that guy. So when I got
I
my
love
freshman
him
year in
too.
college, my brother was like, his fraternity apparently did something where they're like, their pledges were not allowed to work out. He's like, no, you can't pick up girls with your body. You got to pick up girls with your mind. So they all just got out of shape. And then I was like, yeah, that's fucking gay. I was like, I'm going to not work out. And then I had a breakup, and I was like, oh, I'm going to totally go to the gym.
Yeah.
And
Be gay now.
It makes you so fucking gay. Because first off, I'm like looking in the back of things, and I'm like, what are the calories on this?
Yeah.
And then additionally, I'm
never
looking
do
at
that.
different guys' muscles. I'm like, no, that's not the one for me. And I'll be like, oh, those are the biceps I want. And I'm like,
Yeah,
this is, what
dude.
has this turned into? Yeah.
I'd say I've never had that thought.
You ever
Yeah.
done steroids?
No, but I would like to do a lot of steroids and then tell people I'm not working out at all. Like, just get so jacked. Be like, I don't know, man. Dude,
I just take them for the rage.
yeah.
A lot of milk.
Yeah. Just say that. Be like, dude, I literally have just been drinking milk, nothing else.
Dude, is it, and what a 360 or 180 they've done on milk in the past 10, 15 years.
Yeah, dude.
Got Milk was whatchamacallit, like a huge thing for a long time.
Oh yeah, and then it just randomly was like, now milk is bad for you. But
They-
I don't know who to trust because the new people that are saying milk's bad, they might be
True.
They might be Big Lemonade or something.
I know, dude. They had, what's her name? Who's the Salma Hayek? They had Salma Hayek like
Say milk's bad.
jumping over a fence with like a milk stash, tits out, and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
mommy
And they-
milkers.
yeah, and now they're like, no, you can't do it, dude.
Would you? If,
I love milk.
If Salma Hayek was like, you could suck on my tits, but you have to wear a diaper and act like a baby.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah, of course, dude. What, are you
Part of
kidding
me's
me?
like, you know what?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Did I just find out I'm into that? Like, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's
That's
hypothetical.
supposed to determine.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, if that's the only, of course. And
But she also posts the picture on her IG story.
yeah, I don't even care. Are you fucking kidding? That's you won, dude.
Yeah. Dude,
I would
she
get on every major podcast just off that. I'd be like, I'm the guy who sucked Salma Hayek's tits in a baby costume.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then I'd get to Rogan with that.
He's like, interesting. So like when you sucked her tits, is it
This is a crazy video, dude. Like, you're out there.
Yeah.
Comedians, dude. We're assassins. Jesus Christ.
Times are weird, man.
Yeah, times are weird, man.
You know, when I was a kid,
But that's what it is. A funny guy like you meets a girl like her, and you're just like, yeah. And she's like, what?
and you're like goo goo gaga.
I might have put someone else into that impression there. Uh-oh. Things are getting steamy.
Dude, I'm disgusting right now. I should have showered. I feel I'm so hungover.
Yeah, what happened?
So I was like, I'm gonna go out.
Texted me at 6 a.m. and were like, I will be at the podcast. Do not fret. And I was like, why? I wasn't.
Yeah, because I just knew I was not. I knew I was gonna cut it so to the T that I was like, is that a sentence?
Yes.
Cut it to the T.
To the T is the thing.
I don't think
Cut
cutting
it. I don't think cutting. You
I
don't have
There's cutting your teeth. I don't really know what
No,
that
no.
is.
Cutting. I was gonna cut it close and then
Okay.
to the T. Or I combined those two things. So I'm cutting the trans penis off. Okay, whatever. I'm no. So like I was like I know I'm not gonna be awake at 11, and I'm like, if this guy texts me at like 11, like, hey, are you gonna be here? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna answer that. So I went out. I had a couple shows which were fun.
Good logic.
And then I went to. I was like, I'm just gonna grab a drink with a guy, and then I get to the bar, and then
No, hold on. Wait till you got it.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
That's fantastic.
God his ass. Anyway, continue.
This is never stop doing this. This is like literally.
A kid.
The production value of this, I'm not even kidding. It's incredible. The fact more people don't do that, it's so...
Dude, I am confused as well.
Yeah.
And actually, not to be weird, not like the views are crazy, but I looked at the podcast before this, and I was like, I need to actually do this more often. It's doing okay. It's doing better than I thought.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
thanks for listening, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so
this is fun. This is funny.
I had a date
anyway,
with
you
my
were the
boyfriend.
dude. You're gay.
Yes, me and my boyfriend were out, and no, we're at the bar, and this bartender, she just starts like hooking it up crazy with drinks. Like I guess somebody knew her, and it's one of those where she's just like, and everybody's like, she has a cocaine problem, and I'm like, that's awesome.
Oh, a bartender with a cocaine problem. Wow, that's unique.
There's a meth head waitress at a comedy club I work at, and it's awesome. I'm like, she's always in a good mood. Great customer service. You take fucking uppers, amazing customer service. They're excited to like see you. You're just like talking about nothing. You're like, oh my god, really? Your dad is in town? That's so exciting. I'm like, you don't stop doing drugs. But then a little person, just painting the picture, a black little person.
Ooh.
I'm just sitting there.
A little man.
Yes. Marlon Wayans. Was yeah, dude, this guy's like, you want to play beer pong with us? And I was just immediately like,
little homie.
Yeah,
right.
dude, let's fucking play it. And I played beer pong with them, and then I ended up hanging out with a comic. I ended up hanging out with Adam Hamada, and you know, one person can just be like,
I know that guy.
They can just be like, oh, dude, man, we started comedy together, and you're like, oh, I guess I have to stay out all night drinking. Yeah, dude, nothing happened. He literally was like, he was like, you're one of my first friends in comedy. I'm like, I love you, and we got a blackout. And for like no reason, I ended up like, I'm like smoking pot on a roof at like 5 a.m.
That's dude. That sounds like the best night, dude.
Dude, you get just one hand on your shoulder from a friend. And he's like, "You're a good friend." You're like, "I got to get really fucked up." But also, like, I will say this. This is disgusting information. I had a girl lick my taint, and I haven't showered since then.
Last night?
No, yesterday during the day, and then I went out and do my shows.
So you have a nice coating. You have a film,
dude. It hurts. I have like like you ever
like a charcuterie board with all that.
You don't wipe good enough, and it itches.
Yeah, dude. I think it's like you know when you get out of the pool and you walk around too much, I'm chafing from this girl licking my taint.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
She probably didn't brush. Oh no.
No. It's just water. It's just like water against thigh creates friction.
I know, but it's mouth bacteria. Still,
really
sitting in your. It's
yeah,
in your pores.
Yeah,
brother.
I'm sure
you got a whole ecosystem in your taint.
I'm sure her mouth is dirtier than mine.
Did you do this? Did you do it this way, or did you do it where you were like
I did
doggy
it all
style?
over. She licked my butthole too.
That's what I mean. Did you get in doggy style, or did you do what I just did?
I think we did both.
Well, I would have just lied and said I didn't get in doggy style. I actually have never.
I
just
don't even
because
defend. Oh, it is very effeminate. I don't even
can't be like, ooh. I can't roll over and shake my ass. I can't do it, dude.
I don't even try to defend when people are like, what you're doing is gay. I'm like, yeah,
no.
Pretty
It's
close.
Just gotta embrace it.
Yeah, no. It's fine. It's because it's like you have to get in one of those positions, and they're both embarrassing. And for some reason, I just got my legs lifted one time, and I'm like, this is hilarious. I'm like a child.
Yeah, it is very fun.
And it's fun. It's genuinely like hilarious to get your ass eaten as a dude because you're like, I can't believe this woman's doing this. What, why?
Yeah,
she's a
you guys
saint.
are fucking gay.
Yeah.
First time, I was like, I actually fucked I also fucked a trans chick with a pussy one time. So I'm like,
You told me this, yeah.
by accident, but it's like
Accident.
I didn't fuck her by accident. She was accidentally trans. She did not plan on having the operation. But no, I didn't know. But yeah, it's so fucking so like I was doing a show the other night or last night. I was talking about like I've had a finger in my ass, and then I started talking about like banging a trans woman. And this guy's like, "This is gay." And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, dude, I'm 100% not gay, but I'm not even gonna start defending myself now. And be like, dude, I'm straight,
bro. You're kind of right, but trust me, I like women a lot.
yeah, totally. Yeah. Well, it's like I've double team chicks a couple times, and
devil's threesome.
Yeah, but that too, people be like, it's gay. I'm like, no, I like pussy so much. If it means there being another guy there, I don't.
Yeah,
care.
see, I don't.
And you get to hang out with a guy afterwards, which is awesome. You're like, dude, that was fun when we just had sex.
See, I don't see it as gay. It's just it is. The girl's getting more out of it than you guys are. Is how I look at it.
Totally.
Yeah, she's having a good old time. Dude.
Totally. Well, it's funny too because like the way where I grew up, everybody would say they'd call you gay if you acted uncomfortable with your sexuality.
Really?
Yeah. Where I was
from,
from,
the opposite.
Oh no, dude. Where I was
from, dude.
Where I was from, it was like people be like, "Yeah, we're gonna go fucking streaking," and you gotta be like, "I don't want to take my pants off." Like, what are you, some fucking faggot? Like, dude, what are you uncomfortable showing your balls to dudes? Like,
we had a mix of that, but it was mainly dudes who were just like, it's like if it was me, I'd be like, no, because I'm not gay. It's also like I'm super uncomfortable showing off my soft penis.
Oh, really? That's even gayer. He's like, my dick's gotta be hard and cute. And
Yeah, dude, I gotta get hard and run.
yeah.
It's bad, dude. It's not good. If you like pantsed me right now and just held it in front of the camera, it'd be bad, dude. It's not
Yeah,
good.
I don't have a big wiener either,
Nah,
but
dude, I don't have a healthy hang. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, also a real hang is unhealthy. You ever see a big dick doesn't look healthy? It looks like a growth.
Well, that's what somemen with a not a big dick would say, dude.
You didn't even want that. It's probably bad for you.
Yeah,
to have a huge penis.
it's like 6 inches. Women have a 6 inch max diameter. What is it? Depth. I was saying diameter.
Yeah.
Weed before the pod.
Yeah. But it is like there's no big dick that doesn't look kind of like veiny and like there's no like I when you have an average dick, you start finding the little details. You're like, well, I have a really smooth penis.
Yeah,
It just does not matter.
dude. Yeah, it's like you see other porn stars. You're like, I think if I could fuck as good as him, I could be there. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We seem like we have something. It's the camera. It's the
Dude,
camera.
I'm like
helping
not
him out.
even close. I need to be in every time. I get tired every time I fuck. I get so tired.
Yeah,
I
I don't want. Yeah, it's not funny to be like I'm good at having sex. So
Yeah. Well, it's just like I don't know. It's like I get tired like very fast and.
yeah, I get excited. So that's the thing. That's what keeps me going.
Oh yeah.
I'm like this is all I want to be. This is all I want to do most of the time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do love eating pussy. For me, eating pussy, I'm like. By the way, this is the Straight Ass Dude podcast. I don't know if you know this, but we.
And I got news for you.
That is
That
gay.
means you're gay.
As an Italian man, no, I'm just.
This is the eating pussy podcast.
This is the getting pussy pod.
You know, I'll say this, gay guys, you can listen to it and maybe learn a thing or two.
Yeah, dude, maybe we'll change your mind, dude. Maybe you'll realize you've been wrong the whole time.
Yeah. But this is about eating pussy where I like in my mind. I'm like, there's just one task in front of it. It's very simple. It's very like doing a
Primal.
crossword puzzle.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, there's no distractions in my life. Like everything.
Yeah.
I'm not
honing in.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about anything serious. I'm just like I'm eating a pussy
So
or
gay,
licking a
dude.
butthole. Yeah.
Mad gay, bro.
Eating
You
a
say
pussy
MAGA?
is a lot like
Yeah,
doing
I-
the Wordle.
Sometimes I just get a mango and I really treasure it while I eat it. You're one of those guys.
Yeah. Orange me. I mean,
Oh
orange.
yeah, you like the orange, your monkey meme.
There's
No
a-
one knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. There's a chimp who his name is Nim Chimpsky, which is a great name.
It sounds like it's a slur's about to happen, but it stops. Yeah.
But it's fucking like somebody posted this fucking picture. They're like the longest sentence done by a chimpanzee, as if it's supposed to be like this smart thing. He goes, "Orange me, orange, orange you. You give orange me, orange, orange, orange." And I'm
Like, all right, you're going to space.
yeah, yep. This is the smartest one.
They think that he thinks the sun is a giant orange.
Orange.
You're going to it's like, all right, fucking monkey. So whatever you say, dude.
I just love that somebody posted like this was smart of him. And I'm
Yeah.
like- so I shared it. I was like, so smart, just like you and I, or something like that. But I just watched. Have you guys watched Chimp Crazy?
Oh, the Netflix. The HBO. No,
Yeah,
I meant
yeah.
to, but no.
It was
No.
the woman is so crazy. So like this woman. By the way, I almost bought a monkey. I do want to circle around to that.
I will never do one after the all the reports
you're
of
also
them
in
ripping people's
Connecticut.
faces
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Like a
dude.
little monkey, a little guy. You know?
There's that we know we don't know the lady. We've heard the recordings and shit of it though. It's crazy.
Dude, you know the chimp. That story is so much more insane than I thought. So like, it was the caretaker's friend or the woman's friend got her face ripped off. Then they called the cops. The cops show up, and they lock their car door or something like that. And the chimp rips the door off of the cop.
Oh my
insane.
god!
And he said he has his gun pointed at the chimp, and he goes, "I don't believe in telepathy, but I saw that chimp just say to me, 'Fucking shoot me.'" And he's like the chimp said, "Shoot me right now," and he shot him twice, and then he went. He didn't die. He ran inside and bled out or whatever. But
Oh, they're fucking. When they go crazy, dude, they fuck you.
But I
up.
will say this: I hate to be this fucking guy, but. Okay, so about 700.
He was on fentanyl.
There's 700 chimps, like as pets in the United States, and there's like 3 attacks. And I'm not saying like 3 notable ones.
No, you have to be doing weird shit to your chimp.
Yeah,
like
I bet you
it up.
so many people are butt fucking their chimps. They're like, out of nowhere, he's snapped. Okay. No, they are very violent. And you shouldn't have them as pets. But like they're monkeys you can have as pets. But this woman's so funny because they seized all of her chimps.
Yeah.
And she pretended one died so that they didn't seize it. She's like, actually, Tonka, who's like a movie chimp. He was in a couple films. And she's like, yeah, Tonka actually died, and here are his ashes, so you can't take him. And then they're interviewing this woman, and she's like, well, I don't, Tonka's gone. She's like, you think I have a capability to hide a celebrity chimp? And the fact she said celebrity is the funniest thing. As if she'd be walking down the street with him. They're like, wait, I know that face anywhere. That's Tonka, the celebrity chimpanzee.
Yeah, it's like American Dad, where they just like dress him up in like human outfits. They're like, no, that's a guy.
Yeah, her husband walks in with like a briefcase. It's like clearly a chimp in a suit. She's like, no idea where Tonka went. But I almost got a monkey when I was a kid, and because my dad had one. So my dad had a woolly monkey because he lived in Miami, and people have crazy fucking pets there. Some of that was actually part of the cocaine trade. Actually,
I believe it.
Yeah, because like what would happen is people would come in apparently with fucking like lions, and they would hide coke and shit behind there, and people wouldn't go like when they're checking like trucks, they're like, okay, I'm not gonna check this pit of snakes for a brick of cocaine. So people like smuggle coke in with that. But
that's smart.
Yeah.
I like that.
But monkeys just became a popular trend too. And my dad, this is probably right before coke maybe, but either way, people have exotic pets in Miami. My dad was like 10 years old. And his neighbor had 2 monkeys, and the woman bought a third while her husband was out of town. And he heard about it, and he's like, are you fucking kidding? He's like, if I come home and there's a 3rd monkey, we're getting a divorce immediately. He's like, this is like insane. And my dad was 10, so this woman just goes, hey, do you want a fucking woolly monkey? And he's like, yeah. So she just gave him a monkey, and his mom's like, my grandma was like, we're not having it. She's like, we'll have it for like whatever. And they had it for a year, and it would like fuck with the neighbor's dog. He said it would get on his bike when it was parked and try to drive it.
That's
when it had
so
a kickstand. I'm like, fuck. He said it would be on his back while he'd ride around. I'm like, dude, if the thrill of being on a bicycle with a monkey on your back. And
your partner, dude. It's your
yeah,
boy.
Dude. So when I was like a senior in high school, I was making like straight, or it was either junior or senior, I was making like straight C's. And my parents were like, all right, if you make straight A's, you'll pay for half of your car. And I was like, what about half of a monkey? And they're like, yeah, he's not gonna make the grades, whatever. I made the grades, and my mom, like, who clearly just said this, like, not being serious, was like, all right, well, we're not gonna. And my dad's like, no, we promised our son we're gonna get him a
We have to
monkey.
honor him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it started like fights. Like, we're at a restaurant. My mom like stood up, and she's like, we're not getting a goddamn monkey. And people are just like looking at us like, what the fuck is wrong with this family? And my dad's such a moral guy, but he's saying the most insane shit because he's just like patting me on the back. I remember in the parking lot of this restaurant. He's like, we're getting you a monkey. He's like, I'm a man of my word. So she like left town, and we went to South.
So funny, dude.
Oh, it's so. We went to South.
Dad rules.
Oh yeah, he's such a good guy. He's such a man of his word. But we went to this woman's house in South Florida who's like a breeder, and this woman had 40 monkeys and 2 lemurs in her house. It's so crazy how fucking. I'm just realizing how good my memory is. Like, I'm like so hungover right now. I'm like, this one had 42 monkeys and 2 lemurs. How do I remember that? This is from a decade ago. I think I've just told somebody just tell a story so many times that you remember.
Right.
But it was very funny because she had pictures of some of her dead monkeys. Not like dead, but like not like dead pictures of monkeys, but like it was like her monkey sitting in like a sweater like this, looking like it's a kid, and just like a framed
That's
photograph.
terrifying.
And she was a German woman. She's like, yeah, that was Toto. He was one of my favorite monkeys, but then he died. And I got bit like fucking 4 times. The whole house smelled like piss. And
Yeah,
I was like, this is not a good.
Yeah, they throw shit around. It can't.
Yeah.
There's no training. Is there training them to not do that?
Yeah, you can train them to do anything. You can train them to say orange, me orange. They're smart. They're geniuses. No, you can potty train monkeys. Like chimps are a potty train. That was the funny thing I saw in the documentary. There's a video of somebody opening the door and the chimp is shitting and reading like a newspaper on the toilet. That's if I had a chimp, I would always have him shit on the toilet and leave the door unlocked and not tell people he's in there, just so they accidentally walk in on a chimp, just like.
That
with a
would
stupid
rule,
look.
dude.
But yeah, the woman, it was so funny. She did the celebrity monkey thing too. There was a capuchin monkey, and she's like, "Yeah, he was pretty popular. This one's been in the Pitbull music video, Go Crazy. So yeah, he's like a pretty famous monkey." And then she's like, "Yeah, you want to own the monkey, you have to know how to dominate the monkey." She's like, "You cannot be nice with the monkey. You have to say no, you're a bad monkey." And I'm like, "Oh, this just sounds kind of mean." And, like,
Yeah.
aggressive. And she sent me up with some other people. She's like, talk to these people about like what it's like owning a monkey. And every person's like, yeah, it's like having a kid on crystal meth. I'm like, I don't want that at all.
Yeah, I don't want it either.
Yeah, like imagine if your baby could climb walls. I'm like,
Yeah.
that sounds awful.
Or if it could like actually fuck you up at one point. If you
Yeah, the bigger
Yeah.
ones. But it's like the thing is, I've heard it's kind of like the bigger monkeys don't bite as much, but when they do bite, it hurts. But
Yeah.
the little ones bite a lot, and it's like I don't know, it just fucking hurts, dude. I don't like getting bit by monkeys.
No monkeys for your boy, dude.
That's also crazy. I've been bitten by multiple monkeys. I just realized it's a weirdo.
You probably have AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
statistically.
It is weird. So you like I'm like a monkey expert because I almost got one. Like I know too much about this shit. The monkeys that are closer to humans, like in Asia and Africa,
Yeah.
they like biologically they're closer to us. They can give us diseases, but the ones in South America cannot because we're like further away genetically. So if you want to have sex with a monkey, make sure it's from like Colombia or something like that.
What was the movie about the gorilla that the girl like brings to her house? And it likes red a lot.
Coco.
No, the movie's not called Coco.
It's about Coco?
That's a real gorilla.
I'm thinking about that whole like subplot in Nope. Did you see that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, with the chimp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
It
fucks
was
up.
so weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele's an artist.
Well, like the Coco thing was funny too. Like Coco the gorilla met Robin Williams once, and then they're like Coco like really cried when she heard about Robin Williams' suicide. I'm like, that didn't happen.
No,
You're
it
fucking
didn't.
This
None
one
of it
guy she
happened.
met. There's no way she was like a Robin Williams fan.
Yeah,
she's
it
just like
doesn't.
that was one day of her life. She's like, yeah, that was just a fun guy I met one time. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way. A
Coco
gorilla-
just went.
Yeah. She's like, so no Miss Doubtfire too. Like, there's no fucking way.
I really liked Flubber.
Yeah.
A remake. The
Yeah.
remake. Not the way Flubber was intended to be in black and white and not funny.
There's a what?
Yeah, Flubber. The original Flubber is like from the 50s. It's really
Oh,
weird.
really? Yeah.
Yeah, my parents made me watch it as a kid instead of the Robin Williams one.
She said they're like, you're gonna see real art, not
They're
that fucking
flubberheads.
stupid. Yeah.
Just made me,
Oh my God.
It wasn't a funny movie. It was really weird. It's like
Yeah.
funny maybe for the 50s where they're like, it bounces, see? Like it's literally like
yeah.
that. It's a
Yeah.
fucking insane thing.
Does does the Robin Williams one hold up?
I don't know. I've never watched it really.
Really?
I'm not a big Robin Williams guy because my family like deterred me from him.
Why?
Except his serious roles. I've seen like all his like SVUs and 1 hour photo.
He was
Yeah.
on SVU.
Yeah, he's in Law and Order.
He was on Louis. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in that. The Birdcage.
Yeah. Apparently, he was a terrible father.
Yeah, I hope so.
I love having just negative facts about celebrities.
Yeah.
So people are like, they like him. Be like, yeah, you know, he also raped a 9-year-old.
Ooh,
like, what?
that's a good.
He did not.
My favorite thing is what's his name? Martin Luther King.
Getting fucking pussy.
Yeah, and they were like, he cheated on his wife, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
he did. It's like regular dudes cheat on their wives with zero influence on the world.
Yeah,
you know
you're
what I mean?
Martin Luther King, and you're not
on
gonna get.
changing society. Imagine the type of pussy's been thrown at you. Same thing with David Grohl. Like people are getting on David Grohl this week and being like, his apology for being like, I had a baby outside my marriage. I know he doesn't talk like that, but it read
I'm
like
Dave
that.
Grohl, the Foo
It
Fighters.
read like that. It's like, I'm Dave Grohl, the Foo Fighters, and I made a mistake, and I know I'm not country, but it was like bullshit. It was the most nonsensical thing. But people are like, wow, I can't believe Dave Grohl, one of the biggest rock stars still alive, who's still functioning, not an old man, cheated on his wife. It's like,
Well, it's so funny too because people, yeah, exactly. People don't realize it's like celebrities are just like they're fucking more than people even think. Like everybody thinks it's just like, oh, I bet you that guy bangs a hot girl, and it's like Motley Crue would bang like 10 chicks a day.
yeah,
like it was
dude.
insane.
You think you turn that off and it just goes away? Probably not.
No, and the Jersey Shore guys were the same fucking way. Like, I heard them talking. He's like, bro, I'd aim for banging 10 chicks every single fucking night. But they're also Guidos, so like their brains are retarded.
Yeah.
All they care about is pussy and creatine. But
Yeah, that's a lot.
Dude, he's like a slow night for me would be a threesome. That's what, like Polly. Or it'd be really funny if he like
That's fun.
really like only made out with a couple girls, but he's such a Guido that he's just like bragging.
He's lying.
He's lying. Like he's
Don't
like,
you
bro,
fucking tell these. Don't you tell anyone I didn't fuck you.
say there was 10 over chicks here. You saw me bench press 450. And then, and Columbus is a good guy.
Here's some Lindsay tarts and have a nice night. He gives them like a gift basket of baked goods. He's so sweet.
You know what's so interesting? Italian American culture has turned into so many different things. And I thought I was Italian because my grandma's Italian. But it turns out we did 23andMe and we're like fucking Spanish, Mediterranean. Well, actually, no, the Spanish comes from the Black Irish. But we're like fucking... what do you call it? Fucking Balkan and like all that shit. Mediterranean. Because my great grandmother was, I guess, just like a whore that got plowed up by fishing.
Nice,
a lot of
brother.
those seaports, they're just like Irish people are Spanish because that's where like if you're black hair and you're Irish, you're Spanish descendants. Either way, this is retarded. But I don't know where I was going with it. But I did 23. My grandma was like, my mom's like, you can't even tell grandma that we're not Italian because she'll like lose her mind. So our grandma just doesn't know that she's not
Italian at all, but she acts Italian and everything.
Oh my god, yeah.
That rules.
Is this an Italian act Italian? Yeah, of course.
Oh.
But the thing I was gonna say, it's interesting that Italian culture has that, but like Irish, because did Irish people come over before? There's not like Irish American culture really. Like it's like
no, there is, but it's all like abuse and alcoholism.
Yeah,
like, for real. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Or a bar, a pub.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's it.
Yeah. Italian goes so many directions.
St. Patrick's Day parade. Not actual St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day in America is like a blasphemous thing to them over there.
Really?
Because we're like a mockery of it.
Yeah.
We make a mockery of their actual celebration. Because I don't think they dress up in fucking like Blarney hats and fake red wigs and are like, oh, kiss me. Like I don't think they do that. I think they just genuinely. I'm just going off of what some people have told me. I'm pretty sure they just like it's just a celebration day. It's like Christmas.
Well, how about
or like 4th of July?
Right.
That's what I mean.
Well, how about they keep eating potatoes and fucking our cousins, and I don't care what those dirty mixed things. No, it's like what's it called? Like Italian. You know what I mean? Like Italian culture goes so many ways where it's like you got like the Guidos, then you got like the old school Italian vibe.
Yep.
But Irish is like just what you're talking about. But exactly. I knew there was one comic who worked at LOL, and this guy was so weird because he was like probably 23 and literally wife beater tucked into pinstripe pants, slicked back, greasy hair, and he'd be like, and then my mother, and I'm like, you're not a real person. I was like, you've made this weird thing.
That
like,
shit's. I hate those dudes.
Yeah.
No, it's like the episode of Sopranos where they all go to Italy and all the Italians are like, leave me the fuck alone.
Commendatore. Dude, I was that guy in Italy. Like I kept saying shit like that to people, and they would.
Because you're Italian, right?
Yeah. They would just look over and be like, "Shut the fuck up." Dude.
Yeah.
You'd see him just be like. He saw The Sopranos. Like literally, like but I did that on purpose. So it was more like you guys cannot give it to me, but this is what I want. You know what I mean? I was like, you're giving me exactly what I want. Thank you.
Yeah, I went to I got swine
Italy,
flu in Italy, and I thought it was funny too. It was the first time I ejaculated. The next day I got swine flu, and I have OCD, and I didn't know at the time, so I thought these were related. I thought because I like jerked off that God was punishing me and giving me swine flu, and
Probably,
I passed out on a fucking what do you call it, like at a museum, and so I had to sit in a wheelchair all day, and dude. Sorry. I'm.
No, it's just it's like what kind of life do you live?
I jacked off and now my legs don't work.
I'm at the fucking pizza museum, passing out.
That's so. I realized right when I said sentence, I'm like, I'm just going. I'm like my brain's like disconnected from what I'm saying. It's like just a Michael Good turn on button. I'm like one of those Billy Bass machines. But yeah, it was amazing. You sit in a fucking wheelchair and you see how many people just stare at you. It's so crazy. Everybody makes eye contact and then tries to look away. You're like, oh, this is what that feels like.
I want to know what happened.
You should have gotten up and been like, oh my God, it's a miracle.
Well, it's like, if you have a cast on, you look for 1 second, but you don't have a cast on, you're like, what is wrong with you? Why are you not like us? It's crazy.
I jacked off.
I gotta go back to Italy, dude. That is like when I was there, I was like, yeah, I do belong here. Like something like I was like, this is my kind of town.
I've
Like
never
Rome.
felt that with anything besides like a retard kind of thing, like a Monster Jam or something like
Oh,
that.
Comic-Con, I feel that way too.
Yeah.
When I'm there, I feel like I can bang all the chicks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because whoever they're with / who's fawning over them is like a dork. And I'll just walk up and be like, "You're Poison Ivy? Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
You want to go get a beer or something?" They'll be like,
dude, this is
Yeah.
I'm 100% now going to Comic-Con.
"Let's do it, dude. You and I, we'll do it."
Let's fucking
I'm going.
When is
actually,
it? I am a big comic book fan.
Me too. Yeah, dude, you like Batman and shit.
Yeah.
I'm going. That's what I mean, dude. If you go there with actual nerd knowledge and you're just a guy, like, because you can talk to these chicks real. It's you'll clean up. I'm pretty sure.
You didn't cosplay?
No, I would though. I definitely would 100%. I'm
What would you
also.
do?
I could go as Waluigi anytime.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'd
That's
crush.
a perfect amount of like. It's a perfect amount of fun. Like you're not
Yeah.
going too far in. Like I'm not going to
Yeah.
be like Zelda.
I would actually
Yeah.
genuinely another one that's not too far in. I would like to actually go as like Mugen from Samurai Champloo because it's really simple. It would just be uncomfortable to walk in wooden block sandals.
That is funny. Yeah.
He's just it's Samurai Champloo. He's just one of the samurai and he's badass, dude.
Okay.
He's degenerate. I like him.
I only know Samurai Jack. That's the only samurai.
Oh,
I know.
that's a cool one.
Was there a cool black samurai?
Afro Samurai.
Afro Samurai.
Yeah.
No, but like in reality.
Yeah.
I love stories like that of like just a black, just a guy from
one black
Africa.
guy?
He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna go be a slave in the United States. He's like, I'd rather be a samurai. Like,
Yeah,
there's
study the
slavery
blade.
going on and a guy becoming a samurai.
Yeah.
and like
Figured it out.
I hope that guy heard about slavery and was like, oh, that sucks, dude.
I think
he's just banging Asian chicks. He's like, dude, that blows.
Yeah. I bet you they were I'm pretty sure Asians weren't too nice to him either, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he had to work a little harder than they did.
Yeah.
It's the original weeb.
Yeah, they're mean enough to each other. You know what I mean? Like, if you're seeing the show Shogun,
No.
oh fuck, it's so good.
I mean, what a crazy combination. Like, teaching a black guy karate, you're like, nobody's gonna beat this guy in a fight. Nobody's gonna beat him. He's stronger. He's like, fuck, there's 0% chance.
Yeah,
this
dude.
guy. Yeah. It's almost like Asians are so small that's why they learned karate. They're like, look, we're smaller people. They're like, we have to like learn how to fucking.
They're
Just make it all style, you know, so
from
it looks
what
intimidating.
yeah from what I've seen in their everything they've shown, even like historically and in like cinema and shit, like art even, it's like they go, if they're like dedicated to a cause, they will die for it. They're like hardcore, like
Oh yeah.
straight up, like I'll fight with every inch of my being, and then
Every 3 inches of my
max. But like and then on their last breath, they'll try to like again kill whoever's like with their last breath. They'll try to take as many people with the enemies with them as they can.
Yeah.
Which is insane,
Which is so like I am so,
honorable even.
very honorable. I am so like not like I think I'm a decently morally good guy, but I do not have hero mentality.
No,
like,
not
even
really, no.
close, dude.
No.
The worst is you ever see like you think a guy's gonna like hit a girl in public, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah,
like,
well, I can't fight, so I'm not doing that.
I'm like,
Nope.
I have to.
Nope.
I have to step in here and like, but like so,
You got to go, hey buddy,
yeah,
cut it out.
and then run away.
You got to do it from like a distance. Yeah, you're like behind something. Hey, stop it.
Hey, no, knock it off.
Well,
And then
yeah.
ride by on a city bike. I'm
Yeah.
just like so like I don't know. It's like obviously don't hit women, but I saw a crazy thing recently where like, dude, this woman was like just wailing on this guy, and then he eventually like turned around and hit her, and I was like at that point, I'm like,
Yeah, bro.
I
wouldn't do that, but I understand why that happens.
yeah, I'm like, but I'm not.
I wouldn't do what that guy did. I'm
No,
serious.
never.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also would not break that fight up because I'm like, she literally just like attacked this guy.
Oh yeah,
and then
you saw the whole thing.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not. Yeah,
Dude, I've told the story before on the podcast, but on the bus one time, the only time I took the bus in the city, a woman like felt wronged by these two dudes who were clearly psychos, and one of them sat next to her, and she's like, "Don't sit near me," and she like shoved him, and he was like, "Bitch," and just like grabbed her and like threw her across the bus, and was like, "If you fucking I'll fucking kill you." He's like, "I'll fucking kill you." And it was crazy, and it took a minute, and then one guy like got in front of them, and was like, "Yo, chill out," and he didn't even like touch the other guy. He just stood in front of them and was like, yo, chill. He went like this. He was like, everyone calm down. I was like, it's a decent way to handle it. Then when the guys got off the bus and they threatened everyone too. They were like, "I'll fuck who's her boyfriend?" That's what they said. Who's your boyfriend? That's what they.
Oh my God.
The guy who was sitting near her, they were like, "Is this your girl?" And he was like, "No." And she was like, "It wasn't." And he was like, "You're lucky. You're lucky." He's like, "All of you are lucky you don't know her." And it was insane,
my
dude.
God.
They left, and then this proves this woman was also a psycho. She's like, "Why didn't any of you help me?" And then another woman turned around and went, "Bitch, we don't know what the fuck's going on." Shut the fuck up. And she was like, "We're not getting involved on that. Who are
We
you?"
don't have all the facts here.
Dude, for real. No, she was like, "We don't know you. We don't know what's going on. You're starting a fight. You're endangering all of us." And I was sitting there being like, I can't wait to get off this fucking bus, dude, because I'm also not getting involved, dude. I'm not
I'm not gonna save the day. Well, I've had one. My favorite one is one time I tried.
Unless it's someone I know. It's like I gotta,
Yeah, and like they don't. Yeah, if like a woman's just getting the shit being out of her, I hope I would have the courage to step in. But I one time walked up to this girl at a bar getting choked by a guy, and I was like, "Is everything cool here?" And then they just look at me like I'm stupid. They go, "Yeah, we're dating." They're like, we're into it." They're like, "What do you even?" They got like so mad. They're like, "What do you?" I'm like, "Don't choke your girlfriend in public and then act like I'm a fucking
Yeah."
dick." Some people are so mean at bars, and
Yo,
it's
for
not a new take,
dude.
I hit
not at
on
all,
this girl
dude.
last night at a bar, dude, and her boyfriend comes by, and I was like, I wasn't like, "Nice fucking pussy, bitch." I was just like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink? You're cute," or whatever I was saying. And then the guy comes up and goes, he just throws his arm around her, and I go, "Ah, sorry, dude, I was hitting on your girlfriend. She's cute. I'm Michael. Nice to meet you." He goes, "I don't give a fuck who you are." And I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I sort of get it, but yeah, that is aggressive. Another example of this is a guy at a bar's bar.
Sorry, I just gotta check this. I'm listening.
You're good. It's it's like packed, and I'm sitting there, and this guy keeps backing into me, and I just turn and I go, "Hey, man," and he goes, "What?" And I go, "Oh, dude, you're just like backing into me too much. It's like it's me. I'm what you're backing into," and he goes, "I don't give a fuck. Go fuck yourself." And I went, "All right, dude." Like I think I was like, I don't even know what you like. I didn't even. I was like, I'm not matching your aggression. I don't know what the fuck it's coming from. And I just turned around, and then anytime he'd back into me, I just keep He didn't do anything. It's weird. It's a weird aggression to then not engage after. It's like,
Yeah, people are
fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm so the opposite.
Or
I'm
like I said, or if someone comes at you with like, "Hey man, you're bumping into me," it's it's me you're bumping into. I wouldn't be like, "Oh, go fuck yourself." I'd be like, "Oh, dude, I'd have no idea," or I'd be like, "I'm sorry, dude. It's really crowded. Like, I'm not trying to bump into you on purpose."
Yeah, somebody
you know
did that
what I
to
mean?
me. This woman, I was accidentally bumped into her at a bar, and she's like, "Oh, you're bumping into me." I was like, "Oh, yeah, no worries. Just go back to your country." But no. I was like, but the same thing happened. I was like, no. I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I am sorry." Like, yeah, because it's very funny to step on somebody and then not be sorry.
Yeah, no, dude. People, some people are literally like on a different level of like, they take up front. They're like attuned to attack. They're like, "Oh, you stepped into my zone, so I'm going to let you know if you do it, I'm going to fuck you up." And you're like, what? I'm not even trying to fight you. I'm just letting you know, all right, bye. Like, you know what I mean? I do not have, like, unless I'm in a, like, it's really bad. Like, I've had that happen. I had it in a movie theater. Some guy kept kicking my chair, and I went off, dude.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was like, "Yo, fuck." But I didn't go off like no one in the movie theater went. I got up
What movie
and
was
grabbed American Sniper, so I was feeling super patriotic. I was like, "You're gonna disrespect me and the troops right now?" No.
Wasn't Chris Kyle like a huge piece of shit?
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because I've done zero research, but a lot of people tell me that.
Yeah, he said on Hurricane whatever, he like got on top of a Walmart and like shot looters or something like that.
Yeah, he said he fought a senator. He said he's a wild guy.
Yeah, I was just talking to somebody last night. They were saying they did coke with this troop in Afghanistan, and he was Australian, which you forget there was other dudes over there. You know, like I forgot there was just Irish guys over there, and British guys should be like, "Hey, knock it off. We didn't know that. He's not cool. We don't like it." But he said he did. Afghan has this weird like little boy pedophile thing going on.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this.
Like I read The Kite Runner. It's kind of the same thing where like there's these like dudes that'll dress like boys up like women and then fuck them because apparently women are so disrespected.
It's insane.
They're like, "Yeah, I'll fuck a boy because it's like, you know, like,
yeah,
that's a respect."
Someone also told me the similar thing. Again, this is what a troop told me. It's like goats.
Yeah, people fuck goats. Yeah,
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not. It's genuinely what a veteran.
If your
told me
skin
of the
is
war.
a darker tone than mine, then you have sex with goats. That's what it is.
No, goats and boys.
Yeah. I'm sure there's whatever that happens. But he said he was going through the village and it was like tough because like they had to do their mission. And he's like, they told him, they briefed him before. They're like, you're going to see a lot of people with little boyfriends, and you can't do anything about it, and you can't you got to just go.
That's crazy though.
So you got to
That's
just
what we deal with on a again. I don't know, man. The world is fucked up.
Well, it's so funny. I love when people are like,
It's so fucked up. Like that. Oh, our military's like, yeah, we have to like kind of side with these guys who fuck kids. Yeah. They fuck kids, but they like you know. That's literally that's how they do it. They're like, and they just stop and go. So march.
Yeah. It's so insane, and it's so like, yeah. I know it's obviously not everybody over there. Like this is the thing.
No, of course.
But it is funny too. I mean, like was joking about like there was the Syrians that came over, and I was joking. I was like, oh, it'd be funny if like somebody came over here and they like had to like, divorce their child bride. And apparently that like actually happened, where like people came over with their wives from Syria. They're like, we're gonna start a new life in America because we're war torn. They're like, oh, that's your wife?
That's
They're like,
crazy.
no, you guys cannot be together in this country.
That's crazy.
We should pat ourselves back more for pretty good consent laws in America. It's pretty cool.
No matter how much people break them.
Yeah,
pretty good
We're
laws.
trying. We at least set some rules in place
Pretty
to
good
not have
laws,
sex
dude.
with children.
Well, the funny thing that's happening.
I also sound. I'm going to stop. I sound so conservative on the podcast. I'm really not. I'm not homophobic. This is also my.
And you're pushing for the age of consent to be lowered.
Yes,
Actively.
Yeah,
You and Ryan.
Yes. Go to savethechildren.org/Michael Good.
Save the children.
Yeah. Save them from not getting fucked.
Yeah, dude.
They're bored.
They
They're
need.
having-
You remember what it was like having sex with like younger people when you were younger? It's embarrassing. It's terrifying. No one knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Won't you want to have sex with someone who can teach? No. Okay. I'm kidding. Jesus Christ.
I was thinking about this. It is kind of funny that like it took us a while to realize fucking kids is bad for kids. Because like there was a time period. Of,
You
like,
mean society?
Yeah. we were not. That was not us.
No, you're not wrong, dude. It's like the 80s, I think, is when they started to be like, wait a minute.
This affects their brain poorly. Because in their mind, they're like, I like sex. Here's a kid. I'll give him sex. Like, it's, like I get. I get how logically, if you didn't know it was bad for kids, you'd be like, "Oh, I like eating food. I like getting my dick sucked. Well, why don't I give this kid food and suck his dick?" It seems like but then you're like, "Oh, this will destroy his brain."
Well, dude, when you're a kid, like all of us were like this when we were kids. You saw the hot sub come in.
You're like,
I wish you would fucking fuck me,
Yes,
dude. I wish you would hold me after class and be like, lock the door and be like, I'm gonna suck your dick.
Yeah,
That's all you
so
wanted.
hard. Yeah.
That's all you wanted to happen. But if that happened, shit's weird. I guess.
Yeah,
You know what I
I've
mean?
never been molested, but
Yeah,
it
I've never
seems
been
like
molested,
it's not. Your voice cracked.
I know.
I've never been molested. I'm not scared.
You can't hurt me anymore, Justine. Yeah. No.
Yeah. It's. Did you guys have any of those teachers?
Mrs. Cool.
That was her name, and she was a molester.
I wish she was.
You mean hot teachers?
Or I mean, just general. We had a couple
Yeah, hot teachers, of course.
We had a hot teacher who she got fired because like I got so mad at this kid. He was like
Miss Delucia, Miss Just were our temps, like learning how to be teachers, and they were so hot. Shout out, you guys.
Yeah, shout out all you hot teachers out there. You know,
they weren't teachers yet. They probably are.
Look, if you're anywhere by high school, just know that all the kids are jerking off to you.
Yeah.
Probably if you're remotely
Hardcore,
attractive.
dude.
But even the ugly ones, dude. I had this one teacher. Oh my god, she was like this like reluctant, kind of ugly Spanish. Her name was Mrs. Whatever. She talked like this, and I used to think about her just giving me a reluctant hand job. She gotta get to class. Come on. But what was it? Fucking we had the crazy thing. In middle school, we had a pedophile, and this guy. He told this girl, he's like, translate this out of Latin. He was like a Latin teacher, and it was like, I want to see you naked or something like that. And then, dude, this is so crazy. He was also a swimming coach, so his mugshot ended up having like goggle tan, which is so funny because his eyes are just like white and the rest of his face is tan. But they did the whole To Catch a Predator thing where like they were like, okay, we're gonna lure this guy in, and he's like, pretend you're going to a friend's sleepover, and I'm gonna meet you at this parking lot, and then he just shows up, and then the cops are all there. But I looked at the guy's registered sex offender photo, and it's so funny because, like, first off, go to the Florida sex offender website. The background is nice. They have like it's like a beach. There's a lighthouse. I'm like, who is doing the web design for the registered sex offender list? They're like, hey, let's people got to look at this. Might as well make it a pleasurable.
You're in Paris.
Yeah. I'm like, why are they doing this? But the guy's picture is so funny because it's like the guy's wearing a puka shell necklace and gelled up hair.
Oh my god!
And this is not a mugshot, so he knew he was going in to get registered as a sex offender that day. He's like, I might as well look.
Yeah.
He's like a Pokemon character.
You can put that on your Tinder profile.
Yeah.
Your mugshot.
But nothing since then. I'm like, good for him. It's been a decade. Either that or he's just a phenomenal at not getting caught. But I'm like, 10 years? Good for him.
That's a career.
Because, look, I don't want to fuck kids, and I don't fuck kids. So I can't brag about not wanting to fuck kids. But if you want to fuck kids and you don't, that is impressive. It's very funny that we just go like, oh, it's like, look at that guy who fucks kids. They're like, I would never go, yeah, because you're not into kids. Good.
Yeah.
Like, you're bragging about something you're not into. You know? It's
True.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
The my old roommate, who's in jail now, was convicted. He was like a child porn distributor.
Dang.
Yeah, it's insane.
When I hear distributor, it's very fun. I don't know why I picture a guy with a trench coat just like handing out.
Like our van. He has a van,
Yeah.
and he opens the back, and he's like, "What you want?" He looks around.
He's in Times Square, giving people his mixtape.
Yeah.
Yo, I signed this one.
He's like the guy from Pulp Fiction, where he's like, "All right, I got a black kid porn right here. We got Asian porn. I highly recommend the Thai porn. though. What about this? I mean, I'll do the Pepsi palette challenge with the other guy's child porn, but
yeah, you can tell the difference. Yeah.
Don't bring that fucking kid to my house, man. Yeah, dude, that's great.
Dude, speaking of Pepsi, I used to know this. One of my friend's mom. Sorry, I have.
Like, you're the man, dude. You're always welcome on the pod. Dude.
Oh, dude, I have a great fucking. Sorry to.
No, we
I
crushed
wanted to
it,
give you a
dude.
pat on
Every
the
time
back
we
of your
go-
arm. Yeah.
We'll get to my arm, by the way. We've completely I haven't talked about it in the pod at all. So this is the first time people will see my arm, unless they've watched Super Selly Joe's, which everyone should check out.
You should be listening
doing
to both, yeah. But my friend's mom was a Pepsi or Coca-Cola agent, which her job was literally to go to a restaurant, order a Coca-Cola, and if it was Pepsi, she'd like get them in trouble with Coca-Cola.
That's so funny.
Yeah, because people would lie, obviously, and be like, "Oh, we're selling Coca-Cola," and I guess that's like illegal because you're like,
That's a great job, dude.
yeah, just have like
Easy.
a Diet Coke and then just pull a gun on them.
Everyone on the fucking ground.
Yeah, this isn't Coca-Cola. This is Pepsi.
She's like, bring me the back. She, open it. I don't know. She kicks it open. It's like, what's that? What's that? It's all Coke and stuff.
Yeah.
What's that? You liars! This place is shut down.
So what's the arm?
Oh yeah, dude. So
curious.
I took I was just riding my bike down Knickerbocker Avenue.
I love how well you pronounce the K there. I always when I
dude.
say that word, I'm like Kirk.
Yep. I do it, dude. So I was driving down that on my way to work. Everything's going good. Actually, all the ducks are in a line life-wise, and a guy just stepped out into the road, and I didn't realize how fast I was going, which, again, you don't have to be going that fast on a bike for this to happen, but I swerved, and I braked to, like, avoid him, and just, I might have even been standing a little bit, and I just went, and next thing I knew, I was skidding on my back across the pavement, and I was like, ugh! And I had my helmet on, because my head, I'm still handsome, you know?
Yeah.
But I had my helmet on, and I felt the helmet, like, scraping on the pavement and everything.
Oh,
and I was,
dude.
I felt it. And I was like, oh, fuck, thank God. And as I got up, I was like, all right, I can stand and everything. Some guy in the parked car that I crashed near was like, you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But I'm, like, dazed. And then I started, like, stretching and everything, and my collarbone started, like, mushrooming. Like, bad. Yeah, and I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, something's wrong. So I just went to an urgent care, and they were like, right there. It was like, right there. I crashed in front of it. And they just x-rayed me and were like, yeah, your collarbone's broken, but it's not, like, cracked or shattered, which, you know, if it's broken, isn't that what happens? You know what I mean? So,
Well, I guess could be. Is cracked the same as a fracture?
Yeah. Right.
I don't know. It's not cracked or shattered, splintered. That's what they said.
I think urgent care set you up. They
Maybe.
sent that guy after you.
Yeah, right. That's so smart. Inside job. Yeah.
You're fine, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's not even broken.
I am,
Take
but
that
I
off.
am better. Like it's. You were there the first day. I wasn't able to. I definitely wasn't able to do this. and like all this, and it's just getting to like turning it this way is getting difficult still. But we're getting there, and things are getting better. It's just it sucked. But all things considered, I mean, this is the only injury I had from flying off a bike.
Yeah.
It's
have you broken bones before?
Never.
Yeah.
It's doing all right. I'm just having trouble sleeping sometimes because I can only sleep on my back, really.
It's great you don't have a cast, dude. I had a cast one time.
They said I don't need a cast. Yeah.
My wrestling coach broke my leg. This fucking guy, dude. Here I was grounded for smoking pot, and he's like, "Oh, a little pot smoker." Huh? He goes, "I'm gonna teach you a lesson." And he tries to do a move and like fucks it up and like broke my ankle.
Oh my
And then-
god!
I hate when other people try to discipline kids that aren't theirs.
Well, it's so funny too
embarrassing.
because my parents were like, "Shouldn't have been smoking pot." Like my parents were like not mad at him. They're like, "That's what happens when you smoke pot." I was like, "What?"
My parents would constantly take other adults' sides when I would get into arguments with other adults, and they'd like go tell my parents. They'd be like, "Your kid said this to me in an argument," and they'd be like, "Why'd you do that?" And I'd be like, and I try to explain why my parents are teachers, so they'd just be like, "Actually, you're a kid, so you have no say."
Which is so retarded.
It is retarded.
Yeah.
One time I was arguing with an adult. This is like really nerdy, but we were arguing about Jabba the Hutt. And I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, I've seen the movies. I was like, you don't know Jabba the Hutt though, like that. Like you don't. And he was like,
my favorite argument.
And he
ever in
started
my life.
arguing with me, and I stuck my tongue out at him. And he was like, don't stick your tongue out at Joe. And he like went and told my dad I stuck my tongue out at him. Sticking your tongue out for Jabba the Hutt is a sign of respect.
Yeah, so he's
This
an
guy
idiot.
didn't fucking know that.
What a dumbass.
Yeah, what a
dude.
dumb fucking faggot, dude. Sorry. To this day, my dad drove me after school to go apologize to this man, a grown man. I still argue with my
He's
dad
like
about
crying.
this. To this day, I
His
argue with
dad
my
is there. There's like a grandpa just patting him on the back
Dude,
while he's crying.
one time, this isn't even a thing. This is a thing where I still argue with my dad, and I don't really bitch to my mom about things because she's my mom, and she like squeezed me out of her, so I forgive her for a lot of shit. Way too much, probably. But I was not molested. You guys are just being too quiet during that, so I
Hey
had
man, it's gonna be okay.
add some levity to it. No, like when I went to the movies once and I got kicked out of the movies because me and my friends were being too loud. It genuinely wasn't my fault, though. They were being too loud. We all got kicked out. We just sat outside the movie theater and waited for my dad to pick us up and didn't tell him. And then my other friends, they weren't even really my friends. Like the other kids we were with, their parents called my parents and were like, they got kicked out of the movie theater last night and it's your son's fault. And instead of my parents being like, who gives a fuck? Have a good day.
Yeah.
Don't ever call me again. What are you calling me about this for? That's what I
crazy.
would have done. I would have been like, why are you calling me about this? Oh, you should know. I'd be like, your kid said they all got kicked out. What's the big? Okay, bye. What am I supposed to do now? Have a good night.
The over disciplining so
and then
funny
they
on
come
stuff
up
like
to
that.
me and they're like, "Did this happen?" I go, "Yeah, but it's not my fault." And they go, "You're grounded for a month. You can't go out. You can't watch TV." It's like bullshit.
That's crazy.
None of the other kids got actually punished. It's like, and to this day, I'm like, I just didn't tell you I got kicked out of a movie theater and you punished me for a month. And they're like, you needed to be disciplined. I'm like, for what? I lost everything. I'm like, I lost a night hanging out.
I lost everything.
In that situation. You know what I mean? I'm like,
but when your kids know that matters, you're like, that is everything. To
I'm
you.
like, literally, I didn't tell you I got kicked. What would have happened if I got kicked out? Like, we would have punished you. I'm like, so the logic is, why would I tell you? I'm like, and then why would you? Anyway, I still get fumed up about it, as you can tell.
That was awesome.
I get so
emotions are high
because it's dumb parenting. It's like, you didn't tell us you got in trouble on something you had to take the consequences of.
Yeah.
So we're gonna punish you now. It's
Yeah.
like, I failed my driver's test. You're grounded. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why would I be grounded? I fucked up.
Yeah,
It's my
that's
fault.
a good point. Now you don't get the driver's license.
Yeah, I don't know. Or it's like you knew your kid studied for a project. You knew your kid worked hard on a project, and they did it the best. They did it, and they came back and were like, "I didn't get as good of a grade as I got." Would you punish them, or would you be like,
You should be smarter. It's
Yeah,
like, how?
yeah,
I don't know.
or just like be like, well, let's look at what you did or what they said, or just be like, yeah, fuck. Sometimes my parents would be like, fuck your teacher, dude.
Yeah,
like,
I had that
that's-
before.
They did that a few times. They were like, I don't know what they want from you, so just fuck them.
Yeah, that is awesome. Because I hate the whole mentality of adults are always right. I'm like, first of all, there's some really stupid people teaching
Stupid
kids.
fucking adults, dude.
And it's like, also like, not to always bring up fucking pedophilia, but I think that's what leads to kids getting molested if they're not taught to like question authority to a
Yeah.
degree. I mean, obviously the kid's helpless either way, but like, if you just think,
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
just telling everybody like listen to all
Well-
adults, that's a terrible. That's how your kids get kidnapped. He's
Yeah.
like, that's how he listens to a guy in a van who's like, hey,
He's
hop in
got to
here.
be right.
Yeah, he's an adult. I guess I have to. It's like no. It's like
Yeah.
you should always question authority. That's why I'm a fucking gangster, dude.
I would always say, because I always had this as a kid, like if someone said something to me, like, hey, kid, I would have like a alarm go off in my head, and they were like, come over here. I'd be like, no, like no matter what it was, I'd usually be like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I'm not going to have kids, I don't think, but I would teach them to be like, yo, if you get a weird feeling, just get the fuck out of there, dude.
Yeah.
It's your body. It's like that shit works. Like, it's
Yeah.
It's like a flight or flight thing.
My parents always told me in industry when they're like, if anybody puts a gun to your back in Walmart,
It's over.
I'm just realizing, yeah. Just pray. No,
yeah.
It is interesting because I'm just realizing how they'd say if anybody puts a gun to your back, it says get in my car in the parking lot. Don't do it because they wouldn't shoot you in the
Yeah.
in the middle of the Walmart. So if anybody says I'm going to kill you if you don't come in my car, don't go in their car because they're not going to kill you.
Yeah.
Right there.
Just run.
Unless
yeah.
you smoke weed, then you deserve it.
yeah. Then you can break your legs.
Dude. The other one too, my parents would always tell me like, don't let anyone ever like touch you, and especially don't let them touch you here. They wouldn't say for what, and I never, dude. I swear to God, for the longest,
That's great
time,
for them to fucking tell you that.
Yeah, I didn't realize though kids were getting like fucked. I just thought they were getting like, oh, I'm gonna touch you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Well, if you said touching kids, you picture somebody just poking
Yeah,
the thing.
that's what I always thought. I thought it meant like they like grope you and fondle you.
Yeah.
I never, when I was a kid, thought like someone's gonna hold me down
Yeah.
and just, ugh.
There was a
nightmare.
pedophile in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
We lived like in an apartment
You were too big for
complex
him.
growing up. And this guy, he would just like, we'd walk home from the bus and we would just see him like staring out the window, like just, creepily watching
Oh
us.
my god.
And like I knew it was wrong. Like I knew there was something going on. And one day we were just like hanging out outside and he came up to us and he was just talking to us and he goes, "Oh, it's supposed to rain out later." Boop. And then he pokes me right on the chest.
Jesus.
I was like, that was kind of weird. And I told my dad about it, and he was waiting.
Yeah.
He went right next door and was
That's
like,
awesome, dude. Yeah, your dad's a real. I've met your dad. Your dad would probably petrify anybody if
"Oh
he was
yeah,
pissed.
yeah." You give him the slightest thing.
Your dad's
He's-
like a dude. He doesn't look like you.
no.
You just call him a pussy.
No, I don't mean like
He's
that.
like a real
I don't
man.
mean like
He's not
that.
one of
No,
these
but like
little limp dick pussies like
when I
you.
met your dad, I was like, it's interesting.
It's a
like,
real man.
He's like a construction man looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like he looks like a labor guy.
Yeah,
like
he's
a hard
he's
labor.
a blue collar guy.
Blue collar.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Hey,
Like,
more of that, America.
yeah.
More of that.
Yeah.
Take off
Dude,
your little
your
flannels.
dad going
More
after a
man stuff.
pedophile had to be terrifying.
Yeah.
Like that pedophile had
For
never.
me, not even for the
Yeah,
pedophile.
yeah.
I was
You
like, I
just
felt
watch
bad
him.
for the pedophile.
You're like,
you
he
know?
just touched my chest. It's not a big deal, Dad.
just raped me, Dad.
Shut up, Ryan.
Dude, some of those are great. Like my ex, she had a situation where some guy was like coming to our hopping our van. This guy was like hopping our van, and they were walking.
Not to that. Sorry, I was.
You were checking the time.
Oh hell yeah!
But dude, they they were about to get in this van, and then her dad came out and was like and stopped him. Like he almost kidnapped my ex girlfriend, and then he wrote the name. He wrote the thing down on chalk. Like he saw the guy's license plate, took chalk in the driveway, and wrote it, and then found it. But I'm like, dude, that's crazy that you were like this close to like getting in a van with a stranger.
That would see. That's the thing we were talking about. I saw a woman getting attacked. Again, you're like you don't. Again, not like you don't know. It's just like every time you. This is the other thing we forgot to mention. If you step in, sometimes the woman's like, "Hey," and just attacks you.
Yeah,
for attacking
and
the
then
guy.
both of them are fighting.
Yeah,
you.
they're both. Yeah. So the other thing, if I ever saw someone like fucking with a kid, that would make me be like, "Yo, like what the fuck are you doing?"
Oh,
Like,
of
yeah,
course.
that
Yeah,
would
yeah.
piss me off. Or if I saw someone like. I think about that all the time. Like if I'm walking and I heard someone like they took my kid, and like I saw a van driving, I would
sprint off.
I would genuinely
it could
start
be like
being
that
like
thing
a,
at the bar where you go in to stop it and they're like, "No, we're into this."
Yeah, I'm not. It's a bit.
This is fine.
It's a bit. Yeah.
This is my son.
That would freak me out though on like a primal level. If someone was like, "They took my kid," I'd be like, "Where?" I'd like try to help immediately.
Oh yeah. Do you have I have hero fantasies all the time.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I get in the van and it's driving and I'm just punching the guy and it crashes and I still make it. I'm fine and they're interviewing me and I'm all bandaged and I'm like I do what any guy should do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I just Tinder. That's it, dude.
Yeah.
Tinder profile pic right there. Guy saves with the caption, the thing, and everything, dude.
Your arm in the sling,
dude. That's the one picture. That's
I
it.
wanted to do that on Tinder. I want to have a picture of me helping an old lady cross the street, giving a homeless guy $100, saving a cat from the tree.
That's
the
good.
bio just says hero. Period.
That's good, dude. You'd crush, dude.
Yeah, I think I should do that.
Dude, why haven't you done this yet? That's a funny. Dude. Fuck you, Mike. I'm stealing it.
You go right ahead.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
You have like leading man energy. I think kind of.
Thank
you could be a hero.
Yeah, your voice.
Oh my God.
Your voice does
You're my
the way
hero.
you
Making me
talk.
melt,
Yeah, your
dude.
voice is. You have like that voice. But I as
you.
someone who we've had numerous conversations, I know you would fold.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. So would I, dude. I would always be I always think I'd be the hero. I actually would become a villain really quick.
Really?
Like when zombies attack and everyone's like, "Oh, I'd rescue, I'd help my family." I'd be like, "No, dude, I'd literally just start killing regular people. I would start murdering regular people and taking their stuff."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "I need help. And just fucking kill everyone.
So
I'd have numerous wives.
I have the racial hero fantasy, dude. I do. All the time, I have a fantasy of me just like telling off a racist guy. I'm like, you know what? Those black people have a lot more heart and brains than you'll ever have. And I turn around and Spike Lee's just there. I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't see this. Sorry, I didn't see you being a. I have such a.
Give me some. Give me some.
I have such a fantasy of me like just being progressive and people catching me doing it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Mine is another one of mine is like this is so gay. It's like the women that hate me seeing them defend another woman or somebody weaker and being like, he's not that bad of a guy. Me like stepping up and being like, yeah, don't fuck with this person, I'll fuck you up, and then like saving the day and then looking over and seeing like 3 women I hate being like, I want to hate him, but I'm going to suck his dick. That's all I want, dude. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we've blown past an hour. Not like that. I just mean like we're past. So
Yeah, I had a fucking blast,
it
dude.
blew by. My arm hurts from laughing. Guys, where can people find you? Where can they tell you, hey, that episode of Yes Offense is really funny?
327 Hughes Street is where you can find me. That's my apartment 4. Just come to my house. You can find me Morning Good Podcast on YouTube, Apple, Spotify. If you go to my Instagram is Michael Good Comedy. If you message me and say you heard me on this podcast, I'll follow you back.
Ooh.
I don't care about ratio, but or if you just want to follow me, and I won't follow you back. But if you say you heard me on here, you get a follow. Yeah.
Ryan.
Thank you for listening.
Mayan Ryan on Instagram. Come follow and get a fucking
Yeah.
It's a
Do
very
you have
good
any
point.
shows coming up?
no.
No, nothing scared.
I'm a roaster guy. I'm roasting.
You're a roast
people.
comic. Ryan the roast comic, guys. That's his new name.
Yeah.
Tell him that when you see him.
Don't get on his bad side.
All the CT comics
Yeah.
who will watch this, and you tell him that when you see him. Be like, I heard you're a roast comic now.
Please don't.
Guys.
Thank you.
September 28th, Yes Offense Comedy Show, Concentric Brewing Company. Come through. We got to get you on a gig, too.
Yeah,
Bother
whenever
me.
you get a
I'm
chance, yeah.
fucking lazy about it. I don't book enough. We got that. And come to... That's it, actually. Just check out Super Selly Joe's, me and Joe Gorman's podcast. If you listen to this, you'll like that podcast. So just go over there and subscribe. It's on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. And write a review on iTunes for us if you don't mind, and subscribe to YouTube. Tell your friends, dude. That's, I think, how most people listen, is by their friends telling them. Because I don't know how else they do. I don't know. None of you tell me. I ask you to tell me, none of you tell me.
And do it this
Anyway.
way. Be talking to one of your friends about his podcast, and when they go, what are you talking about? Say, you're not even cool enough to hear about
Exactly,
this. Yeah. And then,
Yeah, the Pussy Podcast, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, guys, have a good day.
And remember, don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero.
Don't be a hero. Keep your head down.